Hello, everybody. I hope you guys are doing fantastic today, and I hope you're safe and sound with your loved ones. And most of all, appreciating that safe and soundness. My heart and prayers go out to all civilians that are hurt on any and all sides. I want to talk about Palantir, guys. Palantir got 3 contracts in the last 2 days for 3 different countries. Now, they're not massive contracts. They only total around $25 million, but they are massive nonetheless, specifically, but not only, because we keep increasing our footprint internationally. And one of these contracts is actually with England, and it's not with the NHS, which is freaking huge. I'm going to go over the price, but Palantir is doing really, really fucking good. Today, 5 days, 1 month, 6 months, year to date, 1 year, and believe it or not, even all time. Since DPO, Palantir is actually up. And despite what these trolls, idiots, and buffoons want you to believe, Palantir shareholders, the Palantir community, the Shire, is actually, for the most part, up on their Palantir investments. Yeah, I know people are going to say, oh, everybody bought at 25. In reality, people average down to around that teen area. I don't have, crazy proof about it, but based on polls and talking to the community, and I wouldn't say that I'm a subject matter expert, but I would say that I hear really good rumblings and rumors because I make these videos. Most people in the Palantir community is actually up, including yours truly. And I want to say that I actually bought over another 1,000 shares of Palantir at approximately that $17 and change range. I did buy it yesterday, I believe, and I bought it because of the geopolitical uncertainty that is currently happening and even the more fucked up shit that's going to be happening in the future. And I did buy more when Russia-Ukraine conflict was happening as well. Now, it's very important to understand, although Palantir does do well in uncertainty, does do well in black swans, and does do well when there's war, Palantir is multifaceted. I can't pronounce it. And they adapt and are in many different fields. You see, government, both military and non-military, as well as commercial, domestically, and abroad. And they're literally in 4, 5 different dozens of industries and sub-industries, sectors, so on and so forth, etc., etc. Whether it's waste management, protecting our nuclear arsenal, securing data for our allies, or cost effectiveness for your oil supplies. Not to mention the incredible rapid growth, second only to the price per share of Palantir, of the healthcare sector. 16% of all hospital beds. 16 freaking percent. Think about that. Of all hospital beds are now run on Palantir. Yet people still somehow call Palantir a clown and a meme stock and give them absolutely zero credit. Well, fuck them. Nobody cares. Your opinion does not count because you refuse to actually do your research when it comes to Palantir. And it's easier to mock and laugh and ridicule Palantir and by extension and specifically Palantir shareholders, notwithstanding Palantir content creators, instead of actually doing research about the company, stating, nobody understands what Palantir does. Well, the Palantir community does know what Palantir does. And the Palantir community are freaking aces when it comes to figuring out contracts, figuring out patents, and in general, figuring out before Wall Street does, before the Main Street media figures out that Palantir got a contract or is working in partnership with A, B, or C said company, or maybe starting a brand new relationship with a brand new country. Guys, let me read you the publications, and I'm going to give a shout out to people on Twitter right now. Actually, 3 Twitter personalities that every single Palantir shareholder should, and essentially not financial advice, must be following on Twitter. If you follow these accounts, you're going to get a wealth of knowledge when it comes to Palantir. And if you own Palantir shares and want to know the lowdown, besides for just watching me, follow these guys' accounts. Okay. First of all, shout out to Lord Grimm at LORD_HERUGRIM. He finds me this publication right here. Breaking. Palantir has been granted a 1-year contract valued at $5,741,382 by the Department of State, specifically the Office of Medical Services. The contract is for, and I'm going to click in it. The contract is for the provision of medical provider portal. This contract had a single bidder and was awarded an enterprise data management platform, BPA. So it seems like Palantir was the only bidder, and Palantir got the contract. Shout out to Palantir. You guys did it. And then it gives you all of the details. This is freaking huge because this is a really good project. A $6 million contract over the course of 1 year is pretty big. That's not a small contract, right? So shout out to that. Shout out to Lord Grimm. Everybody should be following Lord Grimm 100%. That's the first contract. The second contract was found by Chad at Palantir, Chad at PALNTIRCHAD. This guy finds really, really good videos, really, really good stuff. You should for sure follow him as well. However, besides for just following him, he's actually giving credit to this guy right here at Cypher 730-37724. I never heard of him. He's brand new. Definitely follow him. And for sure, follow this guy right here. Followed by Palantir's Palantir. He actually runs the Palantir Discord. Give it a look. Why not? What do you lose, right? And if you go over here, this is the contract right here. It's a 1.5 million euro. And this is a 6-month contract, 1.5 million euro, 6-month contract. And this is actually with the United Kingdom's official food for DEFRA, which is the UK Department for Environment, Food, Rural Affairs. Pretty freaking cool, guys. Pretty freaking cool. And I believe this is a brand new partnership, guys. This is a 6-month partnership. Let's click on it. It was published today. October 10th today. It closed on September 13th. And the contract start date is going to be November 1st. And it's going to end by March 31st, 2024. A really, really quick in and out 1.5 million euro contract. Not bad. Finally, follow this man right here, Ether Squared. He's the man with all the links. And he literally says, looking for Palantir links at EITHER_square. I actually met him when he comes to New York. Shout out to him. This is in Spanish. I'm going to let him translate it. It says Palantir has been awarded a 16.5 million, that's like 19 million US, contract by the Spanish Ministry of Defense. This follows a proof of concept that was ordered back in December last year. It looks like they bought the whole thing. Really, really good. Really, really cool. And then I want to bring to your attention some really cool, interesting things. Maybe this is why Palantir's price is popping, and then I'm going to go over the price. This is an article that says Palantir stock pops as Palantir wins Army Artificial Intelligence Machine Learning contract, which is really, really interesting. And, you know, it says Palantir stock rose along with other defense contractors following Hamas's attack on Israel. And this just came out 6 hours ago, which I find really interesting because this just came out. Army awards Palantir AI machine learning contract to support JEDC2 capabilities. And this was a $250 million contract for 2026, specifically for research and development for artificial intelligence and machine learning. And you might say, well, Adam, what are you talking about? We heard about this contract. This is when the Palantir community found this contract. Shout out to Deep Value. And the price did not go up after hours, when the next day the price literally shot up for Palantir. And to this, I'm going to say you guys are absolutely right. And as per usual, the Palantir community knows about it before the mainstream media. And it's funny that they're saying that the reason Palantir is jumping is because of this, but we know about this 3 weeks ago. But this is the official statement. Thank God we're so unofficial in the Palantir community. We're honored to expand our partnership with the Army to continue delivering the most innovative technologies and advanced data applications across the armed services. But you might say, well, Adam, how can this be? Palantir is an AI machine learning imposter. Yes, we are. Somebody call the White House. Somebody call the military. How is this possible? Really, really, really interesting. Finally, let's go over the price of Palantir, shall we? The price of Palantir, $17.80, currently up 1%. It's a little down after hours, but check this out, guys. Really, just check this out. At one point, we were like all up to like 18.3 even. So one day up 1%, 15% for the last 5 days, just straight up. For the last month, 17.7%, guys. This is big. 6 months, 110%. For the last year, we are actually up 117%. For the last 5 years, we are up 78%. You see, we started here right around this $10 mark. Let's call it $10. And right now we're trading at $17.80, which gives us a 78% rise. And I don't know if I mentioned this or not, but guys, think about this. 170.52% year to date. 170.52% year to date. What an absolute behemoth, what an absolute freaking monster Palantir is. The question is Palantir's price warranted and justified? And in my personal opinion, yes, it absolutely is. Now, you might have heard of me saying that Palantir is not worth $16, $17, $18, $19, $20, or like $17, $18, $19, and is becoming overvalued. Well, I changed my song. I changed the way I think, and I now think $14, $15, $16 is standard, and now $17, $18, $19 is not completely overvalued. Now, I'm going to reevaluate when Palantir hits $20, and I for damn sure want to see what's going to happen in about a month from now when Palantir is going to have earnings, because Palantir needs to earn the price justifications, but Palantir seems to be becoming a better company every single day. In terms of media, in terms of public relations, in terms of public speaking, in terms of general interviews, in terms of perception of the media, in terms of brand new products that hit the market. Yesterday, literally, I made a video about augmented reality, machine learning, virtual reality, where you literally have a freaking command center in front of you by putting on a freaking goggle. Think about that. Like, just think about it. You put on a goggle and you have a virtual reality set, virtual a base right in front of you. And it's agnostic, which means it's literally an application for this that works with Microsoft and Google and Apple. Pretty cool. Matter of when, not if, Palantir's price reaches or the revenue reaches the justification for price. Now, I don't know if we're on to something, but it seems like we are. And it seems like Alex Karp was right about Black Swan events and what's going on in this world, so on and so forth. But not only are they prosperous during wartime, they're going to be prosperous when it's peacetime as a deterrent to war in the future. But besides for that, they got a bussin' commercial sector and a huge, huge amount of government non-military contracts domestically, hopefully abroad. And those are just going to keep ramping up. Artificial intelligence platform is literally just starting with tons and tons of interests. AIP bootcamp, so on and so forth. Yeah, Palantir seems like is the real deal, and it seems like we're placing our bets on the right horse. And it could be the second coming of Tesla, or Just our Palantir moment. No need to compare to Tesla or Nvidia, so on and so forth. Just our Palantir moment. And I'm so happy to be on this journey with you sons of guns. It's so interesting to talk about Palantir, and they give you so much content that literally you never run out of shit to talk about. Yo, guys, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. Have a great day. Stay safe. Take care.